Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Duel Review. Today we're going to be doing Altered Beast. It was Sega, and today is the 11th of August. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Alright, today, August 11th, we're going to be talking about Altered Beast from Sega.
Sega. Yes, we will be.
And you headed this one up, so take it away.
Okay, well.
Go ahead, next.
Stop it. Well, okay, Altered Beast came out in 1988. It was a game that I grew up with and have very fond memories of, mostly because you can change into other things. You were a were-beast man thing. Now, the storyline goes that you're a centurion, which is a Roman infantry guard or army personnel, and you are contracted by Zeus, or maybe not contracted, but told by Zeus. And if you're sitting there questioning, hey, wait, if he's Roman and Zeus is a Greek god, then why is Zeus giving him orders when it should be Jupiter? I'm going to answer that with another question. Were you really thinking that before I asked? Really? Anyways.
I know I wasn't.
Anyways, so the Centurion wakes up, you know, in that iconic voice, which everyone who's played the game knows, rise from your grave, burr, and then you get the music, burr, burr, burr. I can't do it because I'm not very rhythmically inclined.
And then the welcome to
your, that comes later. First, you have to power up, right? So you kill the blue little double-headed dog or ox if you're playing a different version, and then you get the little spirit balls that kind of float around, and then you power up. Then you become like a heroic man, and then a Superman, and then you become your beast form. Now the beasts that you can become are the werewolf, the dragon with the electric abilities, the bear, the tiger, and then a golden werewolf with better powers. So with those five in mind, there's not a lot of levels to this game.
Clearly, the Roman aspect of this is the unbelievable part. Clearly.
Of course.
Anyway.
So the premise of the game is you have to save Athena, another Greek god, or goddess, I should say, from a demonic god, Neph, who is very fictional, not very made up. And so you travel through these things, and every time at the very end, you're met with Neph, who says, "Welcome to your doom," and then he sends in one of his minions, and you tackle that with your beast form. Or if you haven't gotten the beast form, then it's a lot harder, and you probably shouldn't be playing because the whole point is to turn into a beast.
It's the Altered Beast.
That's it. Altered Beast. That's what it is. It's been ported to several consoles, and there was a remake on the Game Boy Advance called, what was it called? Defender of the Realms, something like that? I have it written down somewhere. Hold on. Altered Beast Guardian of the Realms for the Game Boy Advance, which I also played, and it offered you more levels and more characters to turn into. In addition, there is another game for the PlayStation 2, which unfortunately never made it to U.S. shores, called Project Altered Beast. And what was interesting about this one was it's set in, almost a little distant future, short distant future, as opposed to ancient Greece or Rome or wherever they decided to make that game. And you are genetically predisposed to altering. You just need the chips with the right DNA code to turn into these
so
beasts.
they tried to add a little bit more realistic element to it, or a scientific explanation.
Right. But I saw the trailers, and it looks like a great game. I wish I could have played it.
Yeah, that's true for a lot of those Japanese imports that you just can't get.
Right. And I don't understand why. What about our soils makes it so...
Well, it's probably expensive to do, plus I guess there's just not enough need for it here, or demand for it. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe they don't want to, have to do the English subtitle and all that.
Well, again, it was it was in Japan, but then it moved to Europe, and that could be France,
yeah, okay.
that could be, but I'm sure there was an English version. Just why didn't it make it to our shores? I would love to have played I was very fond of Altered Beast when I was younger. The people who made Altered Beast also made Golden Axe, which, if you're familiar with, is another great hack and slash game that mixed in the magic and all that other fun jazz. So yeah, I would have loved to play a newer version of that, even if it is just for nostalgia,
The comparison that I think of right away is Ghosts and Goblins.
Okay.
Just because it's that simple
as
side
far as
scroller
gameplay,
thing. Right.
okay.
It's a simple side scrolling thing. There's a few platform events, but
Right.
it's not a dominant.
You
part
start
of the
off
game,
in your
really.
underwear.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. You're in your torn ceremonial garb.
And it's probably the same, period. Who makes this game? Just Sega?
Sega, yeah.
It's just a Sega game? Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of moving yourself to one side of the screen or the other to fight the bad guys.
Right.
Kind of thing. They haven't
Yeah,
quite
they come
worked
in
out
and-
all that.
Yeah,
You find the sweet spot where you're not hit and you can hit them.
Yeah, it's very very early age as far as games go. So you can expect that. If you want to play it, you can get it on Xbox Live. I believe it's on.
So why did you want to review this? What attaches you so much to it?
Because I spent so many hours growing up trying to get to that next transformation. You can play as the werewolf and do also each beast has its own special moves. Instead of a kick and a punch, you can do like a dash and a shooting fireballs or an electric thing. But yeah, so you wanna gain to the next level so that you can play as the new beast and use their abilities.
Were you frustrated by that character?
Very much so. Very much
Okay.
so.
Would you have rather had them available to you sooner?
No, only because that was my driving force. It drove me to want to get to that level.
Well, we all have games like that are, I don't know, just that magic era. Because we have Mega Man, we have the Ghosts and
Right.
Goblins that I mentioned before. We have Castlevania.
Oh, I love Castlevania.
Strider,
Right.
or whatever it's called. Is that called Strider? Is that the name of the game? I don't
I
think
think-
it is. Anyway,
No,
yeah.
it is called Strider. Yeah, it is.
There's this magic era that if you haven't experienced it, if you're too young to experience it, you should just experience it to see. I mean, we have Bit Trip Runner, like the new stuff.
Right.
Bit Trip Runner and Robot Unicorn, and those side-scrolling games that came from this.
Right.
It's all these guys like us that have played these games growing up and say, hey, we want to make these too. And all these arcade games are becoming popular again. Just the quick and dirty, kind of
Yeah.
cheap to buy and fun to play. And,
Like Ghostbusters, I spent a lot of hours playing.
yeah, we used to also not have like reset or save points. Like we had to leave the console on and pause.
Although Mega Man did have that password system.
That's true. Some of them did have passwords. A lot of them for Nintendo. Did Altered Beast have save points?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's played all in one sitting. Maddening. At some point, we need to do the what is it? The Russian. Oh, what's the game? It's Russian, but everybody thinks Russian. Like I'm from Russia, but it's actually Rush in. Like it's like Russian commandos or something like that. Anyway.
I don't remember that one at
Getting off
all.
point. It's hilarious. I think there's a review on Screw Attack right now for that one.
Oh.
I used to play that one all the time. Anyway, yeah, go experience them. Is Altered Beast a good one that they should, if they want to experience that era?
I think they absolutely.
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 And if you like watching men run around with no clothes on, it's fantastic.
And then they get hairy and turn into monsters and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if it will hold up as well as it did, because back then it was, oh my god, this is so new and amazing. Now it's like, oh, this is analog. What is this? So I don't know if it'll hold up as well, but if you want to play something that your parents grew up with, if you're that young, play this one, because this is what I grew up with. This is what I liked. This one in Aladdin for Sega was a great one.
Wow.
You remember that one?
I do.
That was fun. And that one had a checkpoint system.
Right.
So there you go.
All right, guys. If you want to stroll down memory lane or before your time lane, go check out Altered Beast. It'd be fun if they like reinvented this, or maybe used them in a fighting game like the Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like Sega versus Capcom.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they do Smash Brothers with Sonic. Maybe they throw it in there.
They do Smash Brothers with Sonic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think so. They do. Well, they do some buy-in with Mario because they own the rights now.
Oh yeah, they did the what was it Olympics?
I thought he was in the Smash Brothers.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Maybe next iteration. Anyway, all right, guys, it's a fun one.
I enjoyed it. I don't know if it'll hold up as well. I would love to see it reimagined.
Well, we just say if you want to experience where games came from.
Right. Okay.
And it's not one of those ones where you're going to be like, this is horrible.
Oh,
you're going to be like, hey, this is kind of funny.
I forgot to mention, any Breaking Benjamin fans out there, you should know that they are also fans of this game because they created Altered Benjamin, which was a takeoff of this game. And it was a completely Flash game. And I haven't played it, and I can't find the link to it, which is unfortunate. But, just knowing that, because I like Breaking Benjamin, I think I have all of their albums, I think. So yeah, Altered Beast is definitely influential, is what I'm getting at.
And if you have the link, send it to Nick.
Yeah, because I'd like to play it.
Otherwise, follow us on Facebook. Let us know what your favorite game from way back when is.
Absolutely.
We'll take a look, compare it, tell you you're wrong, maybe.
You're wrong. That is not your favorite game.
That is not.
This one is.
It cannot be.
Was it
Oh, like Top Gun is another one that I used to love.
Yeah,
it's
I
totally
love
different type of gun, but I could never land right.
What was that one with the guy with the blade, with the shield blade, and he kind of rolls it? Was it Rygar or something like that?
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
I think they reimagined that one.
Bionic Commando.
Bionic Commando,
I still have that game.
But yeah, Bionic Commando.
Akari Warriors and all that Magic era where all these games happened. Akari Warriors was you're looking from down and they're they can get tanks and stuff. There's two characters and they're
I think I remember that one. Yeah.
Anyway, it's just this Magic era where all these types of games first started.
Right.
So, all right, guys. See you later.
Oh,
come on!
Yes!
Okay, I can't use that. It's really loud.
Oh, okay.
Hard nicking and exuberant. Next up, Final Fantasy Advent Children. See, it's funny. I never crack anything. You're so good at cracking. Teach me, Cracker. That's what would be like your supervillain name.
Cracker?
The Cracker.
Because I'm white?
I just got that. I didn't play it and I have nothing to say, so Nick. Thomas the brain.
You're right. But again, you can download it on Xbox One.
I'm not a bazillionaire. I can't afford $5. Alright, hey everybody, it's August the 11th, and we're going to be doing Altered Beast from Sega. I don't know why I said it like that. It was just amusing in my head, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's amusing out loud, too. Is that you starting over and miss?
This is how I can tell.
Rewind the clock.
Hello, everybody. I am blind, and I'm reading Braille.
With your hands out like that?
Yes. Well, how else do you do it?
There's nothing here.
Well, yeah, but...
There's no Braille.
Okay, I'll go get some Braille, and that joke will be funny.